Hey guys, so today's video will be about my foundation routine, and I'm using foundation by Mercier and simply all of the products I've mentioned in my foundation basics video. And as you can see, my hair is a little bit wet because I just came out of the shower and want to do my makeup. Yeah, and I would say I just get started. And what I'm only wearing at the moment is my moisturizer, the Nivea Aqua Sensation one. And yeah, now I'm going to apply my primer. And the primer I'm using is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in oil free. I hope you can see it. Yeah, and what I'm going to do with my primer, I just take it on my 190 brush, simple foundation brush, and I put a bit on the back of my hand and just rub it onto my face. So don't be very gently, just where you get really oily, put it on. Like on my T-zones, especially in my eye area next to the nose and between my brows and the chin area. And now I will put on my foundation, and it's the Laura Mercier Silk Cream one in Rose Ivory. And what I'm doing, I just put a little amount on foundation on my finger. It's about this much. And yeah, normally I'm using a sponge, but my sponge is very dirty at the moment and I had to throw it away, and I wasn't able to go to the drugstore to buy another one, so I have to put it on with my finger, because I think, yeah, I could use a brush, but the foundation is very heavy, and I think it's too heavy for yeah, normal foundation brush or MAC brushes. I tried it out with the 190 brush and the 188, and it was much too heavy, and yeah, then I used a sponge, as the Laura Mercier artists want their products to be used as or with a sponge, and then yeah, with my hand. And I think it's yeah, very good. Just rub it between my fingers like this and put it on my face, and I hope this amount will be enough, otherwise I have to take a bit after it. Just rub it really good into your skin so that it can melt in really nicely. And I think you will be able to see that my skin tone is getting more like one skin tone, and every kind of discoloration, yeah, goes away, and it's a very good foundation. But don't worry about blending when you do it the same way as I'm doing it. I will blend it later on with a brush, because now I like the finish not very much. Yeah. What I'm going to do now, because my hands are very dirty, I use my little cleanser for my hands. It was also by DM, it's Essence, and this is a really good cleanser, because when I put on my makeup, I hate when I put yeah, my blush on or my powder on with a brush and I grab it with my dirty hands. So just rub it between my fingers, the cleanser, and take a tissue and rub it off, so they're not, yeah, totally disinfected and totally clean, but up first it's good. And they're feeling much more, yeah, cleaner than before. Yeah, now for blending, I take my MAC 188, and I used it quite a bit. Oh, this side is better. And this is, yeah, I think they call it duo fiber brush, but I like it because here the hair is normally white. It's just colored because I use it so often, and it gives you a little nice airbrushed finish. So not the yeah, stripy effect which you can have with the 190 brush, but with the 188 you get a really nice and soft finish. And now my foundation had yeah, a bit time to set, and I'm just rubbing over it. It looks a bit silly, but it's totally worth it. And I love the brush. I got it with my Studio Fix foundation by MAC, and yeah, I just kept both of it, the brush and the foundation, but yeah, the foundation one hasn't got enough coverage for me, but I'm totally in love with the brush. Taking a smaller mirror just for looking up if I have got, or if I forgot some areas. It's very important to blend around your eye area and where the light touches the skin. Also when it's here, when you here have got some stripes, it is not that bad as when you had it here. So in the center of your face, blend nicely. Okay, so that's it for blending. And I love to set my foundation with a powder. And the powder I'm using is the MAC Mineralize SPF 15 Foundation Loose. Then it's a powder foundation, but I like the coverage is medium coverage, and I want you to have a loose powder. You could use the Mineralize Skin Finish, but I think it's way too heavy to put this powder on top because it's got a little more coverage than the loose powder does. And when I remove the cap, it's like this, and I'm in the color light. Normally in the Mineralize products I'm in the color medium, but this is more dark, and so light is medium for this foundation. Just take, I forgot it, my 150 brush. It's a huge powder brush. I tried it out with my 182, but I like these brushes with where you can hold it very far from your skin to have a very soft finish, or where you can grab it right at the front just for setting it very heavily. Now just flip my brush or rub it in the box and go over it. And I like it very much because you have a little bit of a glitter or shiny, not shiny effect, but a glowy effect. Because shiny effects on oily skin are really bad. But this is another good product for dry skin because it hydrates your skin. But what I do not like about this product is the coverage it gives me at the center of my face, especially in my T-zone. Because there I like to be really matte and really light throughout the day. And so I have to use another product, so another powder for oily skin. And the powder I'm using, I use it as my little mirror, is the Blot powder. It's especially for oily skin, so it blots down your face and reduces oiliness, and it's a really good powder for oily skin. And I'm in the color medium as well as in the Mineralize Skin Finish one, and I like it because you can use it for traveling or putting in your purse or handbag or whatever, because you get a little sponge, a little mirror in it, and here's the powder. So it's a little packaging, it's not very big as you can see, so it's good for carrying it simply around with you. And I use the sponge with it, what's inside, because it's giving you more control over putting on your powder. What I'm doing, I just pat it onto my under eye area, my chin, my forehead, and the same on the other side. And sorry if I have to use this mirror, but the camera is just in front of my big mirror, so I'm not able to see really much of what I'm doing. And that's it for a powder, because now you can see I'm getting really matte, and now I'm looking really pale and not very colored, but it will come very soon. And then I have my concealer, and that's by Maybelline, New York, and it's just comparable to the Select Moisture Cover. I think it's Select Moisture Cover. The little packaging from MAC, it's almost the same. But normally I'm doing it under the powder, my concealer, I put it under it, but today I want just to see what the foundation covers up and what not. And my tiny blemish up here, just put one dot over it, just 2 dots in the center. And that's quite everything I want to cover up for today. And I'm not rubbing it or blending it out with my finger. I just use the 195 brush, simple concealer brush which is very good because it's yeah, it has is tapered here, and it fits exactly under your lash line, lower lash line. And then, sorry, I have to use again the mirror, but I have to see what I'm doing. And I'm in the color Natural in this concealer. There are two colors. It's not as by MAC you can get 30 different shades, but it's totally okay. And just blend it very gently. And what I'm doing, I just rub it across my lower lash line and the inner tear duct, and on top of my head, just pat it. And I pat it around the blemish so that it's getting lighter everywhere. And as you can see nothing. So, very good. But for this, I just take my Blot powder again and set it a bit so that it's one color. Just on top of my blemish a bit, so that the talc would not come out throughout the day. And